talking about rising in love. And good morning again to you, Ari, and good morning to all of the listeners of WEFM. We are, just to begin to
Yeah,
chit chat a little bit.
yeah. So the time now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's now 7:18 a.m. and I just want to say good morning to everybody. It's also 10:10. It's Taiwan's independence. Usually the 10th of October, you call it 10:10 every year. This year we heard that the Governor General is there. Usually a bunch of diplomats go over to Taiwan around this time. They greet President Tsai Ing-wen, and it's a whole process. So happy independence to Taiwan.
Your
Um,
former home, do you miss it?
no, I do not.
No, I wasn't expecting to hear
Not in
that,
the
Ari.
slightest. Not
No,
in the slightest.
serious?
I love Vinci.
Oh, very
Vinci to my
good.
heart. So this morning we're talking about the little fight situation that happened in Baga with the referees. Where you okay, yes, it's on Eyewitness News. So referees don't whistle over attack on games. So the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Referee Association says it will meet with the Football Federation on Monday, which would have been yesterday, to discuss the safety of match officials after an assault on Thursday, the second in less than a week. Why are you saying last? In less than a week. So the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Referee Association has taken a stand where we withdraw all service of our officials. We won't be officiating any football game until we meet as a general body with our representative from the Football Federation on Monday to discuss the way forward for referees in respect to the safety of referees. Elroy Lewis, president of the Referee Association, told Eyewitness News. So he was saying that on Thursday he was attacked and beaten. A referee, sorry, was attacked, not Elroy, a referee was attacked and beaten by players last Saturday. The same thing happened in Barely, where players from a team attacked an assistant referee after the final whistle. I don't know, really. So what do you think about this?
Well, I think first of all, it is a bit disheartening to hear. And if I'm not mistaken, that this incident has happened before.
Yeah, that's what he's saying here.
No, and I think it's what was it? I actually said I need to go back and look for that article, but I think was it sometime last year, after a football match. I think there was a fight between opposing teams where it resulted in the death of someone. Um, but it wasn't even a person who was actually playing the match. I really need to go back and look for that, but I think it's very unfortunate to hear of this happening. Um, one of the initiatives that was started was pan against crime, and there's also now the sports against crime. But now that you're hearing that there is crime happening or offenses committed even in the area of a football match. And generally, we think of matches as being able to release stress. Well, at least on the field, you're to be able to relieve stress. You're to be able to, of course, get that physical exercise in. But what is the origin of this? Is it that persons don't know how to engage in friendly combat without it resolving or resorting to violence?
I just want to remind you listeners that the WhatsApp is still out, unfortunately. So if you want to leave comments, you have to go to our Facebook Live. Good morning, Joshua. If you want to call, the number is 457-9997. Now, we all know that football is usually a game where your emotions run high. I'm not a
Is
footballer,
it
but
supposed to
I've
be
seen
this
it.
serious though? This is what I'm
You
always
see,
curious about. Is it
but
supposed to
even
be
in
this
friendly
serious?
games, in any sport, you also have to take account that a lot of guys' egos are involved in their playing. So when they have when they're fighting to win the game and they lose, or somebody give them a bad play, nobody thinks sportsmanship immediately, especially if you're not a professional player. And even professional players fall subject to losing their tempers here and there. But the issue is we need to remember that the referees are here to guide the game. You cannot go beating up anybody in an official game. You can't be fighting the players, you can't be fighting the referees. And now we're at a stage where the referees don't feel safe. So if there's no referees, who will officiate these matches? Everybody fun done.
And that's exactly it. It's when you resort to this level, then what's the point? What's the outcome? What is your expectation when you engage in a fight on a football field?
Exactly.
You know, it's really sad to see that it's coming to this level. I know that in the international sphere, there were issues in terms of hooligans. We know of hooligans or hooliganism happening within football in years gone by, but to see something like this, well, it's not quite hooliganism in Vinci, but it's still a level of violence that is creeping into the matches. And what does this say about us? Is it that we don't know how to resolve conflict? Is it that we don't know how to let a particular person, in this case the referee's decision, stands? Like what is the problem?
Problem is people need to learn how to control the tempo when they're playing games. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And like what the Trini commissioner, former commissioner say? Happy hour over, no happy hour over. When these games going? Well, maybe somebody from the Football Federation would update us and tell us what exactly is happening in terms of their meeting yesterday. Was the update? Maybe something will come out of the meeting yesterday, or maybe even somebody could call in and comment on the live to update us on what has exactly happened yesterday in terms of the meeting, because it could be, as I said, that happy hour over, that there's no more referees, so there's no one to officiate the game, so there's no more football being played. Which I don't even know which competition this is.
And then the sad thing about it to me, it's happening with adults. So what is the role model, or who are the role models that the children are supposed to look up to when this is what is happening on the field? Is it that you as men don't know how to resolve issues, Ari?
I don't play football. I don't play football. But I have a lot of friends that play football, and I've seen friends lose the temper and have to come back friends after the match and all them things.
And I think what has always been of interest to me as a woman, and I could never understand it, and I probably shouldn't say as a woman, because there are women who are passionate about football, but I can hear these heated debates over these international teams. Like you hear Arsenal against Manchester and da 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 da. I can't even call out all of them because I really don't pay attention. But you can actually hear, like when we have a political debate or discussion.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That is the type of heated debate that comes through, and there are times when I just don't understand it. I don't know. It's interesting to see how passionate people become over a game.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But it doesn't speak well for the future of the game in SVG if it's going to continue along this path, because we do need, as Vincentians or persons who engage in sports, there needs to be an outlet for persons to lose the stresses of their day or their life, and even if it's just in, how long is a football game? 40 minutes? I can't remember, but I know somebody could correct me. 90, right. Just for that 90 minutes to be able to sweat things out, but it can't result to violence. It absolutely can't.
Police had to intervene to break up a fight at the end of a football game in Curtains on Barley on Saturday. That's the one I was talking about. Eyewitness News understands that as soon as the game ended, members of the losing team began to fight with spectators and members of the winning team.
And that's the thing, how do you fight with spectators?
Yeah, because people heckling you. So people heckling you. You done vex because you're losing. Boy, let me hit your boots, man.
No, I probably shouldn't even laugh at that. But
the official had to run for rescue because the losing team believed the referee wasn't fair, one person told Eyewitness News. One of the players was arrested on suspicion of inflicted actual bodily harm on another person who subsequently decided not to press charges. You see, it's just like Queen Show. As soon as you lose, cheat, the referee do something.
Well, let me tell you, right, what has been happening over the last couple of years, Miss SVG has improved so much that we don't even hear a murmur happening anymore.
Oh, now you out your mind. You want to cheat, I hear, from Saturday night?
Saturday night?
Yes. You want a Facebook post. Oh, God, the thief, the girl, Every year,
Serious?
it's inevitable. They have too much people
Okay, so let me
involved.
tell you what has happened with my situation, right? My friends list, no better than that, right? So I don't even see those type of posts. I probably need to go on on somebody else's post, but I don't even see. But the standard has improved, So it's we just need to do better.
I just really think as players, you just need to just keep it together. I know emotions flying high when you're playing the games. I know it could be tension, somebody hit you a bad play, somebody slide you, somebody trip you, referee blind, referee making the calls you're supposed to make, you lose your temper. But always remember that more football games need to be played. Always remember that you need the referees. If no one is to officiate the game, how would you have a game? They're sending somebody from Federation without any knowledge, and then more fights because you're going to say, look, this referee making the play, making the calls.
Well, not even just that. You're going to hear comments coming out from persons saying that we don't even have enough activities in Vinci in terms of their these sporting activities aren't happening. We already hear people say that, but there's always this thing or this situation where what you do affects the outcome of things, right? And if persons don't take stock of themselves, they're going to bring the entire sport into disrepute, and it's just not going to be happening. And then we're going to have persons commenting and complaining where it is they themselves as the spectators or players, everybody has to do their part.
Players, take my foolish advice. Think ahead. I know you're vexed, you ain't thinking straight. Think ahead. Because you're going to need to play more games. You attack somebody, you charge. Not everybody going to drop charges. Just think ahead. The time now is 7:30 a.m. in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're going to pay some bills and come right back to you with Traffic Talk at 7:35.
Are you tired of being tired?